The aftermath of Arbuckle's party. Trial by newspaper, condemnation from the public, and soaring newspaper sales.
The newspaper publicity killed him dead at the box office, because even the denizens of the smallest, most obscure movie town in the world, they would have nothing to do with it. They wouldn't let even their children see it, because that was that horrible monster who crushed a girl to death in his bestial passions.
Women's groups across the nation rose up in fury. Arbuckle had hardly set foot in the police court for the preliminary inquiry when women stormed the place. But Brady realized his star witness, Maud Delmont, the woman who had started it all, was unreliable. He kept her away. The judge reduced the murder charge to one of manslaughter. At the trial, Brady produced two other witnesses from the fatal party. He forced them to perjure themselves. He also suppressed a doctor's report that Virginia Rapé had not been attacked in any way. Neither was she the virginal paragon the district attorney had suggested. She had had several abortions and suffered from venereal disease, which Arbuckle did not contract. When Arbuckle took the stand, he impressed the jury with his straightforward account. The majority favored acquittal. One member insisted Arbuckle was guilty. A friend of Brady. She hid her face from the press. In Hollywood, the studio heads were horrified that Arbuckle was not acquitted. They wiped their hands off him. Adolph Zukor had already stopped his salary. Now he put a total embargo on all his films.
I asked Joe Skank if I couldn't appear as a witness, what do they call it, a character witness, because I knew Roscoe so well, and he was a darling man. And they said, "Oh, no, Vi, we can't let you get into anything like this." I said, "Well, gee, it just seems terrible that they can accuse this man of this horrible thing, when we all know so much better. All the girls here, he's like a big brother to us."
At the second trial, Arbuckle was confident, but again, the jury was undecided. The case, however, was now overtaken by another sensation. William Desmond Taylor, a respected director, was murdered. The newspaper suggested the pattern of Taylor's life: dope and women.
You throw into one small town and one small business or art or industry or whatever it was, the people who can impress the world with their drama, with their sex appeal, with their lovemaking, with all of the big emotional, dramatic things that can happen, and put them all together in one little bowl, and you're going to have some explosions. I'm surprised we had so few.
There had been one too many for the small towns across America. There was a growing resentment at the get-rich-quick extravagance of the movie colony. They made their anger known: clean up Hollywood or close it down.
The whole country was up in arms about it, and it was then the finger was pointed at Hollywood as being this terrible city of sin.
I remember hearing, I think it was Louis B. Mayer, said something about, if this keeps up, there won't be any more motion picture industry. They felt so precarious about the motion picture as an established art that they thought there wouldn't be any more motion picture at all. Industry, theaters, anything.
So they formed the Motion Picture Producers Association and decided to find a czar who would be able to decree what should go in films and who should be in them.
In panic, the producers turned to Washington. From the cabinet of President Harding, they selected the Postmaster General, Will H. Hayes. Out of the headlines now was the result of Arbuckle's third trial. He was acquitted. The jury reached their decision in just 1 minute. They added an extraordinary statement. Acquittal is not enough for Roscoe Arbuckle. We feel a great injustice has been done him. We wish him success, and hope that the American people will take the judgment of 12 men and women that Roscoe Arbuckle is entirely innocent and free from all blame.
Everything was proved in his favor, but the people put a burst bladder against his enormous weight and said, yeah, we know what really happened.
The first public act of the industry's new leader was to banish Arbuckle from the screen.
It broke him, broke his heart. And he was so clever. That darling face, you know, like a big baby. It was a moon face. So it was a crime what they did to him. Just broke his spirit, his heart, and everything.
Arbuckle had been offered as a sacrifice, but it was not enough. The great cleanup had to begin.